I think we're live. Are we live?
Already?
Mm-hmm.
You take a picture
Woo!
and all that?
Yeah, we did. Welcome to Dwarven Kager Live!
Hey, Dwarven Kager is live, it says on my phone.
Oh, that means it's official. Woo! Woo! How's everybody doing on a Sunday?
You guys doing alright?
Yeah? Oh, I should probably like spin this around.
Yeah, you've done a really terrible job at that.
I have just... At this point, can I flip it around? Yeah.
Yeah, hit the...
Yeah, there. What's up, Alpha Slice? Yeah, we're watching wrestling, so that's the thing. Does that look okay?
What's up, buddy?
What up?
Hi, Social Justice Goblin, what's up?
What's up, everybody?
Oh, wait, I almost forgot.
What? Yep, we got it going. What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? Me and Rob are hanging out, watching some wrestling, watching some Halloween Havoc 1990. You know, because we're just a little white trash.
Like Tanner's jean jacket
My
instead
jean
of his
jacket.
vest?
No, yeah, I don't have my vest on. I just have a jean jacket because I can't help myself. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday? Whip, 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 whip.
Yeah, whatever, that's fine.
It's close enough. Good, I assume. Good, I assume. Cheers. Oh, man. So, interesting discussion points. Best fast food French fries.
Burger King.
Burger King. I like Burger King. I think it's an obvious choice.
Play some Magic, always play Magic.
Always play Magic. Super excited for the new set coming out. McDonald's fries, if they're hot. In my experience, they never come out as hot as I want them to.
I also would accept Rallies or Checkers.
Oh yeah, I love waffle fries. Waffle fries are good.
Who has waffle fries? Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Yep, Chick-fil-A has
Great fries.
Great.
Best fast food place on the planet.
I love Chick-fil-A. Big fan of Chick-fil-A. Big. It's bothering me. It's just.
All right, well,
it's just
now you're bothering me for doing it.
Is that better? Is that better?
I mean, it's still uneven, but
Yeah,
don't
it's
touch
still,
it. Just
no,
stop.
I'm just gonna. Haha.
I
Oh,
see
that
it
looks
fall
good.
over.
It could fall
see
over.
It fall over at any given
It
time.
could fall over.
Ric Flair
Yeah. Woo!
with Arn Anderson.
Social Justice Goblin, what format are you playing? I've been really into modern lately, like hardcore into modern. Chick-fil-A. They don't have those in Texas? I feel like Texas would be chock full of Chick-fil-A.
What don't they have in Texas? The Chick-fil-A's or the...
Yeah, she said Chick-fil-A.
Well, but I don't know if... Because she said we don't have those in Texas, and she says, I don't eat Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay.
So, you mean like the Checkers or...
Rallies or stuff like that. That might be regional.
Yeah,
Like
I think it's a Midwest thing.
Like Waffle House? Waffle House.
Waffle Mouth?
Waffle those are only down south. You gotta go southern Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, that kind of thing. Ah, okay.
No, it's literally the same thing. Just Snapchat.
Oh, okay. Snapchat. Let's see. What do we got? Doom with Theodore R. Long. Oh, they're the World Tag Team Champion in 1990. Legacy, Popper, Modern, Vintage. So you play all of them, basically. That's fun. Are you buying Modern Horizons? Modern Horizons looks good. I don't.
Yeah.
There's no MSRP, but I don't want to. I don't want to shell out $250.
Play anymore. So...
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Hey, also, sneak preview for all of those watching right now. We are going to do a beer pong, a Dwarven Kager beer pong. I haven't made up our mind if we want to do teams yet, or if we want to do one-on-one and then just do kind of like a bracket tier system.
Yeah, let's do a one-on-one, because I don't want to team up with any of our other Dwarven Kagers. I don't like them.
Commander's excellent. Commander's excellent. I love that. Love that format. Yeah.
1990s mullet.
So many mullets. So many mullets. I have a 6-shot. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to win.
He has this thing where he's overly competitive for literally no reason.
No reason whatsoever, but I'm a highly competitive person.
Like at everything he does.
You want to talk about when it comes to beer pong and bringing the pain.
You should try playing darts with him for one time.
I'm the kind of person that I'm a serial hobbyist, so when I really get into something, like I get balls deep into it. I can't just kind of not get into it. I've got to like throw my entire life into it.
Just go balls deep.
Balls deep. I had a racquetball phase where I was, no, for real, I was crushing it at racquetball. I was very obsessed with racquetball for a hot minute.
He likes balls.
I had American Excuse me. I just had to breathe that Guinness.
He's dying.
I'm back. I had an American flag headband, sweatband that I used to wear. I was crushing people.
I don't get how that makes it. Like, I wear one of those when I lift at the gym. I wear one of those when I sit and eat food because I sweat.
Hear that? That's the last sound you hear before I beat you in racquetball.
Yeah, because I have ever played racquetball with you.
You'd actually like it a lot.
I doubt it.
It's a lot of fun.
I doubt it. There's a lot of moving, and that's not really my bag.
Yeah, well, there is a lot of moving in racquetball. It's a good time, but yeah, no, beer pong. I'm gonna crush. And it works out that 5 of us are gonna be staying in the hotel. Because one
Blake,
person,
his cousin, is coming.
yeah, because
so the Dwarven Kegger team, and then Blake.
plus Blake was the special guest. Blake.
Yeah, you've seen Blake. He's been on a couple of the Road Lives.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, is it like special guest or like featuring?
Special needs guest.
That's funny.
We shouldn't say featuring because he's not popular by any means for anything.
Yeah, so starring?
No.
Yeah, but featuring is a little lower than starring, in my opinion.
They're both like high end. Why don't we just say with Blake?
Yeah, like W/. Don't give him the full word.
Yeah, just
yeah. W
abbreviate that
/
shit.
Yeah. Well, what's great about that though is somebody will be able to film while 2 people are playing. So obviously somebody gets a first round bye. I think it's going to be Blake. Well, no, actually, we'll have to draw straws or something like that for the first round bye. I'm going to crush.
Just hear me out.
I'm going to crush.
We just do the live,
Mm-hmm.
and we just set it up on the tripod,
Yeah.
so nobody has to actually videotape.
Damn it, that's genius. That is genius. We are very excited for Gen Con, by the way. The shenanigans that are going to be going down are so intense.
It's going to be
so
amazing.
intense.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. Woo! It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
So what are you guys up to today?
Yeah.
Other than playing Magic?
Just the best thing to do on a Sunday afternoon, in my opinion. Or watch 1990s wrestling.
Or hang out with friends.
Hey.
I wasn't talking about you.
Nope. You should go to Gen Con.
Yeah, Gen Con is awesome.
Social Justice Goblin, you go to Gen Con, you let us know. We'll hang out. We'll do like a live or a video or something. Seriously, we'll do like a collab or something. That'd be amazing. I'd be all down for that.
Still at work? Sorry, Dom.
Dom, you can't drink at work? Neither can.
Well, legally.
Neither can really anybody. Smoking, watching TV. Just living your best life. just killing it.
Watching
Right.
Captain Kangaroo.
But don't tell me I've nothing to do.
Smoking and watching TV and smoking.
Yep, and smoking. Smoke weed every day. I was just talking about Reservoir Dogs to somebody recently. They had not said,
And reading comics.
dude, you're living. I'm kind of jealous right now. I'm gonna be honest. That sounds sounds pretty amazing.
That's the way life should be.
Yeah. But what I would like to say, styling and profiling, what I would like to say is Reservoir Dogs is a great movie.
It's a fantastic film.
And if you haven't seen it, you should stop what you're doing and go watch Reservoir Dogs.
There's a very in-depth scene in the beginning about tipping.
That's hilarious. It's
that
so
you would
underrated.
love. Steve Buscemi is
It's so underrated.
amazing in that movie.
Everybody knows a guy like Steve Buscemi's character, and that it's so perfect. I love Quentin Tarantino films. I love them all. I mean,
Yeah,
I
they're
think
all great.
I've not watched one because Quentin Tarantino doesn't care about your feelings and he's just out to make a movie that he thinks will look good. Like, he strikes me as the kind of person that like would have made movies anyway but just not shown people. Like, he just watches them for his own enjoyment. But he's a genius. Pulp Fiction's probably my favorite Quentin Tarantino film. What do you think?
My favorite Quentin?
Yeah,
Tarantino
your favorite
film?
Quentin Tarantino film.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, I like most of them.
I would say probably Jackie Brown. It's my favorite one.
Underrated one. I don't think Jackie Brown gets enough attention.
It doesn't get nearly as much
Because-
attention as it should.
I mean, all the other ones are great too, though. But I think Pulp Fiction really, actually, him and Robert Rodriguez from Dusk Till Dawn is still. I know that's not technically a Quentin Tarantino film,
Yeah, he has a producer credit on it.
but man, I love From Dusk Till Dawn.
That movie's great. Also, really cool cameo, like acting cameo from Tom Savini,
Oh, amazing.
the guy that did all the makeup for Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead,
Amazing.
Friday the 13th.
Selma Hayek
Um,
looking insane in that movie.
yeah. He plays Sex Machine, by the way. The guy that has the pistol that
You know, that
two cylinders.
That endearing character. But dude, there were so many like good people in that movie though. I don't know. I absolutely love that movie. That was one of the first movies I watched on VHS and I was like, "What?"
So, funny story.
Woo!
More into that movie.
Okay.
So I believe K and B Effects did the makeup for that movie,
Okay.
and so the two people that own K and B Effects, Greg Nicotero and whatever the other guy's name is, they worked with Tom Savini. They got their start under Tom Savini. Tom Savini taught them everything they know.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a full circle kind of thing. It's pretty
I
awesome.
love it. And then Full Tilt Boogie. Did you ever watch that? It's kind of like a companion. Like
I need to see
it's weird.
what his name is.
Yeah, look up. But Full Tilt Boogie is a companion movie. I think it's only like 40 minutes long, where it goes into the making of From Dusk Till Dawn, and it's pretty cool. I mean, George Clooney. Come on, man. That's back when George Clooney was like untouchable. Not like how he's all insane now. It's like super crazy now. It's kind of weird.
Super crazy.
Jim Carrey did that too. Jim Carrey, like back in the 90s and early 2000s, the dude was untouchable. He's insane now. He's literally crazy. Ever since what's that crazy movie he did?
Crazy movie.
The crazy movie he did. 23?
For who?
Jim Carrey. I'm just saying Jim Carrey like used to be the man and then he went insane after that one movie.
No, he's always been insane. We couldn't see it as much.
But 23 was kind
23,
of like, yeah, it was kind of
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind was another one where it's like, oh my god, his movie's so great. It was a terrible film. Movie was garbage. The movie was absolutely terrible.
It's weird.
It's
I don't
terrible.
think it's terrible.
I think terrible is the word you're looking for.
I don't think it's terrible. It's
Pretty sure
weird.
terrible?
It's weird. A movie can be weird without being terrible. It's not terrible.
What is his name?
It's not terrible. I don't believe it's terrible. He's still wrapped up on this makeup artist guy, but I don't think it's terrible. I think it's pretty good, actually. Ric Flair, greatest wrestler of all time? I don't know. Some people have said he's the greatest wrestler of all time. Jim Carrey is done. That's so true. But see, what's kind of a bummer for me is not so much that Jim Carrey is crazy now, but he is kind of done. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, that is the argument.
Howard Berger.
Howard Berger. Oh,
Can B. That's the B.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
And
I'd say Hulk Hogan is the man. I mean, here's the thing. Technically, was Lou Thez? Who's Lou Thez? Oh, is that a wrestler?
I have no idea.
Is that a wrestler? I'm new to wrestling, by the way. I love it, but I'm new to it. So,
you know who's not new to it?
this guy,
Justin.
Yeah, Jumba is all about some wrestling. But no, I like watching the old shows. It's fun. It's like a time capsule almost watching them. Social Justin. Social Justice. You should come to Gen Con because we're gonna have a great time. Oh damn, you're going like old school on me. I'm gonna have to look it up. I got the WWE Network, so I can like literally watch like anything that's ever happened in wrestling. But I'll have to check that out. Lou Thez. But yeah, you should come to Gen Con because it's gonna be a shit show of a good time. We're going from Thursday.
It's gonna be rough for all of us because by the time Sunday rolls around, we're gonna be real fucking hungover.
Yeah, Saturday.
Whatever.
He's already hungover. Sorry. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a good time. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, surgery is important. You probably should focus on recovery. Oh, also,
They have scooters.
you don't even know what kind of surgery.
It doesn't matter. She doesn't need to be walking after surgery.
That's true. That's fair enough. The scenery around you might be changing in my videos because I am currently selling this home and moving to another one, undisclosed location. I'm thinking a bunker somewhere, personally. I'm thinking I move to an undisclosed bunker.
So this is what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna go completely off the grid.
Dwarven Kegger are going to become
From the bunker.
survivalists.
From the
Our
bunker.
channel's going to go survivalist.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to build a bunker. We're going to bury it 30 feet in the ground.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a bunch of cinder blocks.
Just go back.
With fucking just rebar in between and then concrete in them.
Stacks of Soldier of Fortune magazine.
Wait, I'm not done. And we're gonna put iron slabs on the outside of everything.
Good Lord.
And then we're gonna bury it, okay?
Yes.
But wait, there's more.
Well, I'm not focused.
Then around the property, so there's a wall concept that Donald Trump rejected that I think is pretty badass. So what it is,
Pull out
it's a
your tinfoil
wall.
hats. Are you all ready for this?
It's a wall
Okay.
that's 15 feet tall,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Barbed wire at the top.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of the little area going around, there's like a little walkway,
Mm-hmm.
and there's little turrets where you can just machine gun people to death.
Wow. So this took a turn. What about those stacks of Soldier of Fortune magazines?
I don't think they make Soldier of Fortune anymore. They
No,
have to be
I
recoil
don't.
off grid.
But if you want a fun read of insane survivalist mumbo jumbo, pick up a Soldier of Fortune magazine. That is something.
Or also known as bathroom reading material.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. If you've ever been to a gun show, which I recommend you going to a gun show, you could usually find Soldier of Fortune magazine as well as survivalist equipment and stuff like that. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, the gun shows are actually really fun.
I have a good time at gun shows.
You just got to be careful. Sometimes it's so crowded that it's not fun anymore because
Yeah.
there's just too much.
I don't like to go to a crowded anything. What I find interesting is the crossover at gun shows. Like, I've been to gun shows where people are doing like tattoos and like exhibition stuff, and there's like horror stuff. It's crazy. I think that was the purpose of it. No, I'm serious, dude. I went to one in Decatur, Illinois. And that's how it
There's
was.
the problem. It's in Illinois.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I might move to Indiana. I don't know. It's on the radar. We're hunting.
Do it. Move to where the freedom is.
I don't know, man.
The freedom and the lower taxes.
I have to the lower taxes. You ain't lying, man. They tax us to death in Illinois.
Yeah, and yet the state is still
Broke.
completely broke.
You know what I see JB Pritzker doing? I see him doing one of those things where, like, shit gets real bad, and then he's like, we legalize weed! Like, just...
He's already talking about legalizing marijuana.
He's already talking about
The
it.
thing is, though, if you're going to legalize marijuana, he also needs to understand that the
Legalize
taxation of the
it.
marijuana can't be so terribly high that it just fucks everything over.
Here's my...
Now, he did raise the minimum wage to $15 an
Yes,
hour,
he
which is
did.
stupid.
There's not
Everything is going to go up in price.
There's not good
There's-
long-term data on it. There's not good long-term data on it.
There's very good short-term data since half of the states have already started that, and they're already laying people off because the companies can't afford them.
Well, it's two things.
Let me before you do this, let me just throw this out.
I have
Let me
facts.
just-
I
let me
have
just throw this
facts
out
for
here.
this
Let me
conversation.
just throw this out here. Minimum wage is not supposed to be a living wage.
I have facts for this.
You need to be able to get yourself a raise or find another career. Don't work at fucking McDonald's for $8 an hour.
I have facts for this conversation.
He thinks he has facts.
No, I have facts. I have real facts because I
Let's
looked
hear
it up. I looked it up.
Well, CNN
What?
is not a reputable source.
No, I don't use them. What I go off of is Forbes magazine has looked at the financial status of the towns and states that have done the minimum wage hike. What they find is more often than not, places don't hire more. They fire non-essential employees. But there's this weird thing that works that if you're kept on at a company that has a minimum after the minimum wage hike, your long-term viability in that company is a lot better. The reason being is because it's too expensive to hire more people. So we've got to get rid of all the people that don't matter, and we have to invest heavily in the ones we do have, because the hiring process is a very expensive process no matter what your company is. Where I work, it's about $70,000 from start to finish, all the man hours, all the extra everything. That's how much it costs to hire a person where I work. $70,000. That's crazy, right? So these companies are like, we can't afford 70 grand or whatever it is plus $15 an hour. So we've got to invest in the ones we need, get rid of the people we don't need, and hire a lot more scarcely. So depending on how you look at it, it works out super well for you because here's the thing, they don't hike the prices of things like a Big Mac and things like that because no one's going to pay $15 for a Big Mac. So the way things are is they can't raise the price of a lot of those perishable goods, but what they will do is not hire enough people. You're going to see a lot of automated stands and kiosks and everything like that instead of real people. That's the facts behind the whole $15 minimum wage. So it depends what you care about more.
What you also didn't mention is that gas prices in those areas have gone up dramatically.
Gas is different.
So you're talking about people that are making $15 an hour. They're coming into a job like McDonald's. They get hired on at $15 an hour.
Uh-huh.
I know people that have been working in trade skills that start off at $15 an hour. It's just not fair. It's not fair to anybody that's involved. I don't want somebody flipping a goddamn burger making $15 an hour when I have a guy over here that's welding that's just starting out only making $15 an hour, but his skill takes talent as opposed to throwing something in a fucking microwave.
What they don't have long-term data on is how that will affect, because there's a level at my job that the starting wage is about $15 an hour. It's like $15.30, so it's real close to that. What is unseen, and there's not a lot of data on, is why would you weld, for instance, which is a highly skilled job, when you could literally go work at McDonald's? Like, welding requires skill, time management, an extra set of skills that your average person is not going to have. So why would you waste the time going to school to learn all these trades when you could just go flip patties, man? And nothing against anybody who flips patties, but it's an entry level position, right?
So like the whole concept of like, so this is where inflation just absolutely kills a country. When you have inflation and you just keep, sometimes if you're a welder in like a production company, you usually stay around that wage. You'll get like a 2% or a 3% increase in profit.
It is hard work. I'm not saying it's not hard work, but I think there should be a distinction financially between what a person makes who flips burgers, which is a job, right? But then,
or even in healthcare, like he was saying.
Yeah, but you don't need a degree to flip burgers. That doesn't mean it's not hard work. Because construction, you don't technically need a degree to work construction, but it's hard-ass work.
You need experience.
Yeah, but it's hard-ass work. What I'm saying is welding is a trade. It's a profession. It's like if you were saying, like, I'm a nurse or I'm a business owner or something like that. It takes an extra set of skills. Anyway, more importantly, while I go get us a refill, we're going to get a little unpolitical for a second, and we're going to talk about some nerdy shit. So, go ahead and kill this conversation, and I'm going to get us some drinks.
All right. So, what I'm saying is that
JFK was an inside job.
It was not an inside job.
That's not specific as a magic bullet.
You can't. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. No. The thing is, I'm a chef. I've been in the profession for a long time. And in order to, even like washing dishes is going to be a $15 an hour job. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a $15 an hour job. They're supposed to work their way up in, like, you start in the dish room. And you work your way up. When you add value to yourself, that's when you make more money.
Preach.
But like this whole minimum, you're not supposed to live on minimum wage. You're not. It shouldn't be a living wage. A living wage should be something that you make when you're a higher up in a company. You know what I mean? Like teenagers, a good starting job for them is working at a fast food restaurant or working customer service somewhere where, they make minimum wage and then they get that experience and they can live and learn off of that experience to get more money later on. So that's where I'm going with it. Also, Illinois is just terrible.
Fighting cock bourbon.
Illinois is just terrible in general when it comes to finances. So this is just a
We're not
this
great.
is like putting a Band-Aid on a sucking chest wound. It just doesn't work. Anyway, so Fighting Cock Bourbon.
Fighting Cock Bourbon. I want you to try that.
I will as soon as I finish my beer, which
He
I
okay, so for my budget booze reviews, I've been really getting into a lot of different bourbons, and this is a sneak preview for those of you who haven't watched my budget booze reviews, which you should go do. Fighting Cock Bourbon has been on multiple budget lists, like diamond in the rough kind of lists, and I've really not found a place that has had it. So I finally found a place that has it, and I'll be real honest. It's weird because the glass is warm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it warm?
Because it just came out of the dishwasher.
Rule
Lex
number one.
Luger. Anyway, but yeah, no, the whole thing I'm trying to say is it's surprisingly good. It was one of my favorite budget booze reviews. It's $20 for a bottle, and it's excellent. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is, and I test all my stuff straight, so I don't mix it at all. At 103 proof, it's a little warm to be drinking on the rocks. But with a good mixer, it's excellent. It's excellent. Lex Luger against this caricature of a human being.
This cowboy guy who's yelling and has dip
That's
spit coming down his face.
that mullet though. Lex Luger's mullet in the 1990 was the most glorious.
It's a solid mullet.
Okay, better mullet. Lex Luger, Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero's, Eddie Guerrero's mullet was out of control. Oh, it was so great. Also a podcast if you guys are interested in all sorts of nerdy shit. Wizard and the Bruiser. It's on Last Podcast Network. Phenomenal.
You guys haven't checked out last podcast on the left, no free ads. I recommend it.
Do that.
Actually, you know what? Free ad, because they're fucking awesome.
They're badass. But
What is it called again?
Wizard and the Bruiser. It's 35 to 40 minute episodes where they just go through like general nerdy topics. What have I listened to? Sonic the Hedgehog, Overwatch, Valve. I didn't know a lot about Valve and like Steam and all those services. They had an excellent episode on that. I learned a lot about that. Wolverine, Pokemon.
Stanley Kubrick. That's the newest one.
Yeah, there's some excellent one. They go through a lot of famous comic book artists as well.
Speaking of podcasts,
Yeah,
we're actually going to do real life
podcasting. We're getting into it. So
we're gonna have everybody together. We're actually like doing that thing where we look at like information regarding the things we're talking about instead of just winging it like Tanner and I normally do.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun because we figured it's 2019 and we're a little bit. It's a little baggy, but I do like it.
You should probably bulk up a little bit there.
Well, I'm trying to.
You're looking a little small.
I know, right? I've been hitting the weight room with packing half my life away into boxes and looking for homes.
It's mostly nerdy stuff.
It's mostly nerdy stuff. I have a shit ton of nerdy stuff.
And I bought most of his nerdy stuff the first time around.
I have so much nerdy stuff. Because I got to keep a lot of that stuff in the boxes, right? Got to keep it all mint and fresh.
I like Minty Fresh. It's like
but yeah,
really good toothpaste.
And we're not going to be like a podcast where you listen to it to like really gain a lot of knowledge. It's just going to be us all bullshitting about a certain subject. We are going to do research about it, but like I would love to do a podcast on best fast food and why. Something dumb like that. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Poop.
What's up?
What did you? You put poop.
We're
put poop.
We're very classy. We're just talking about the direction of our podcast and how it's going to go in a lot of different directions at once, but it's going to be fun to listen to because it's basically just going to be us hanging out, drinking, talking about something.
It's going to be pretty awesome.
We've already decided that me and him both think that both with an L.
You know, when you move to Indy, you're going to have to not say both anymore.
Both. I don't know,
because
man.
they will hit you in the face.
Hey, Indiana, have more houses for sale in my price range. There you go.
They do. They're just not right over the border.
Do it now. I want them to be right over the border so I don't have to get a new job though. Oh.
Well, you know there are several very large hospitals in Indiana that would be more than happy to take you.
Well, see, but I'm a janitor at a hospital right now. I don't want to aspire to be a janitor at another hospital.
Well, the thing is, though, like the custodial staff, let's be a little bit more PC, dickhead.
Yeah, because that's your
The custodial
personality,
staff is
bringing
trained
us
in a
into
lot of
these
different things.
things.
Biohazard. They're trained in how to
How are you gonna tell me
manipulate
it?
people
How-
into giving them their jewelry.
How are you going to tell me? That's my job. I know these things.
Yeah, well, do you
I'm
really-
not on the payroll, though. I'm kind of like a Toxic Avenger kind of character.
God, I used to love those.
Toxic, what are they called?
The Toxic Avengers, Trauma
No,
films.
Trauma. That's it. I couldn't think of.
Trauma out of New York. Some of the most raunchy, awkward, disgusting things.
I
They had
love
the
it.
what was the one with the chicken? They had one with
Oh,
like a
man.
chicken restaurant. Like
I don't know. When I was younger, I was not allowed to watch Trauma films.
most people aren't allowed to watch trauma films still.
But see, what I love about it though is it's kind of like pro wrestling. You know, it's so over the top, but that's okay because it's entertainment. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, that's why I love pro wrestling. It's
Lloyd
because
Kaufman.
Lloyd Kaufman. You're the man. This is why I love wrestling. Is because
Oh, Surf Ninjas.
it's
Yes.
so over the top ridiculous. But we all know that it's just entertainment.
Poultrygeist.
Poultry guys.
All right, so you've got the Toxic Avenger that was
Classic.
released in 1984, which is their first big
Classic.
film. Romeo and Juliet, 97. Surf Ninjas. It's Surf Ninjas Must Die, if I'm honest with you.
Oh.
And that was released in 87. Poultrygeist, 2006. Class of Nukem High. Absolutely phenomenal movie. It really is.
Great movie.
A great, like it's
Great movie.
it's one of those
Great.
movies where you're just like, this was on like a $3,000 budget.
Yeah.
What? That was 1986. Oh my God, there's so many. Return to Nukem High.
Yeah, I think
Terra Firma.
I think they like milked the Nukem High thing for a while.
Sergeant
Shamelessly.
Kabukiman NYPD. That was on Netflix for a while. I'm not sure if it's still on there or not. Bloodsucking Freaks.
Obviously.
Babe. Love you.
AKA, you're boring the shit out of me. I'm going
Oh, Cannibal the Musical.
Oh, come on. That classic.
Christmas Evil. The First Turn On.
Ooh, sexy.
Cry Uncle.
Sexy. Push some back.
Redneck Zombies.
Oh, okay.
That was a trauma film?
I don't know. You lost me on a couple of these.
Tales from the Crapper.
They just continue to pump out.
Oh, there's
movies.
so many. Killer Nerd.
Not to interrupt you,
You just did.
but I watched Mallrats again recently.
Killer Condom.
Oh, obviously. Mallrats is a phenomenal film, and I think we're gonna probably have to cut this a little short, everybody.
Why?
I just heard a door shut.
I didn't hear anything. Dad ears.
Wait, I have children?
Toxic Avengers 2,
How long did they wait before Toxic Avengers 2?
89.
Oh, so it wasn't that far.
Mad Dog Morgan. Video Vixens.
You're sure that's not a different kind of film?
It might be.
Might
They've
be.
done a lot of awkward things.
They are still producing movies.
Toxic Avenger Part 3.
Wasn't the Leprechaun gonna get a remake?
Toxic Avenger Part 3 was released the same year that Toxic Avenger Part 2 was.
There are no rules.
Citizen Toxie, the Toxic Avenger.
I feel like
2000.
Trauma is like literally like a group of people just hanging out that just all share stuff. But
I
all right,
guess it
guys.
is time.
Well, this has been fun. Like, subscribe, hit that little bell at the bottom. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook for all sorts of Dorvin Kager shenanigans. And if you were looking for a way to support the craziness here at Dorvin Kager, hit us up on that Patreon link below. Thank you. This has been the greatest show on earth. How do I stop it?
Go up to the top.
How do I stop
X,
it?
X,
How do I
X.
stop it?